Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's version of the Cover 4 podcast. Jim Trickett, along with my partner out in Provo, Utah, former Tahlequah High School graduate Randy Gibson. And Randy, first things first, some good news was the bond issue passed last Tuesday.
Yeah, that was fantastic, Jim. I was so happy to hear that. As we talked about a couple of weeks ago, you know, this has been so needed for Tahlequah for so many years, even way back in the 70s. It had a good partnership with NSU over many years, but it's just kind of time for the Tigers to have their own playing facility, the elementary schools getting their upgrades, the middle school getting their band room and their safe room, and the lady wrestlers getting their area, and the STEM program getting theirs. Just time for this to finally happen.
Yeah, $24 million going to be earmarked for the football stadium, 5,000 seats on the north side of the field and 1,500 on the south side. So, what that means is it's the old practice field. You remember that place,
Yep.
and it's not uphill like it used to be. They leveled it, a couple of years ago when they put the turf in. So it is an Aggie field, just like Boone Pickett Stadium, Lewis Field over in Stillwater. So it is what it is. So, but the good thing is that next year will be the last year they'll play at Doc Wadley, which Tahlequah has played at Northeastern for years, not only there, but also where the old field was at, which is now the north parking lot of the John Vaughn Library,
Mhm.
and the right there where the Redmond Heritage Wall is at.
Right.
So that'll be a lot different in 27. Soccer will get the first crack of playing in it in the spring, but then football will play in 27. It's going to take a year to get everything done. Not only the stands, but also locker rooms for both teams, new coaches' offices, new scoreboard for sure. Uh, replace the little one that they've got there right now. And so that'll be, I don't know how much it will be as far as the school board is concerned. It'll be scoreboard and video board. I can guarantee that. And it will be a Daktronics because that's what Telequa uses not only in the TMAC, but also at baseball and softball.
Hmm. And speaking of which, I mean, along with that, not just the sports, the PAC is getting some upgrades in some of their
Yes.
lighting and projection equipment, lighting equipment, and seats, and um, that thing's 20 years old now almost. So it's time for an upgrade there
Well,
too.
that's surprising that it's that old. I didn't realize it was that old.
Yeah, that thing was built whenever I was working at the chamber, and that was in 2002, 2003,
Okay.
2004. So yeah, it's been 20 years already.
Also, some improvements to my old elementary school, Sequoia, which is now the pre-K. So
Yeah.
they're going to do some stuff there. Uh, I don't know what they're going to do as far as the recess area, the playground. Uh, that thing's been paved every way, all the way back to when I was there.
Oh my gosh,
And I'm
yeah.
going to date myself. That was
Yeah.
uh, 1965, 66.
That's where I started. That's where I went to elementary school. I
Yeah.
started in 1971, and I'll date back even farther. That's where my mom went to the elementary school. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you back in the 60s, but in the 70s, we played football on that darn asphalt.
Uh, I was just a first grader, so I don't really know. Uh, I was had caught everything under the sun that year. I missed quite a bit. I
Hmm.
mean, we're talking. I had the measles, I had the mumps, chicken pox,
Good grief.
2 episodes of pink eye that probably caused me to be extremely nearsighted, and in fact, probably led to the cataracts, and now seeing 2020 with new lenses. So yeah, uh, that's probably what caused it. And then we moved twice and wound up in Springdale, Arkansas. So there's a little bit of reason why I follow the Hogs a little bit.
Mm.
Uh, but go back to Tahlequah, they got a 38-31 win over Wagner um, on Friday night. That got a little close there at the end
Yeah.
as Wagner scored and got it to a 7 point game. But now the Bulldogs, they haven't seen a win yet since Dale Condit left and went to Muskogee, and he's in the same boat too. The Ruffers are 0-2, and they ran into Rogers. They ran into the Mounties, and they got crushed at home. So they're trying to right the ship over there in Muskogee.
And it's just
So
strange to see Wagner and Muskogee having a rough time because for so
yeah,
many years they've been the
they've
big
been
dog.
tough. Well, the guy who is the head coach at Broken Arrow was at Muskogee last year, Travis Hill, and he's got Broken Arrow playing real well right now. And so people kind of watch out. I mean, here's the funny thing right now. You know, powerhouse schools, Muskogee 0-2,
Yeah,
uh, Union 0-3.
golly, what's going on?
Uh, it's just a major difference. A lot of the kids are, you know, Bixby is the the head honcho right now, and will be for a while in 6A1,
Hmm.
and Jinx is uh, they're 2-0. I'll take that back with Union. They're 0-2 because they haven't played each other yet. So that's coming up, I believe, this week. So there's a lot of changes right now as far as the who's going to be the power. Uh, what's kind of funny is that Edmond Memorial, I think they're 2-0 right now, and they've got Jeff Reeser's grandson. This is Amanda's boy playing for Edmond Memorial, and I keep telling her on Facebook, Beckett would look a whole lot better in Tahlequah orange
Hmm. I agree.
and not the maroon over there at Edmond Memorial. So, but that's not going to happen. They're all entrenched over in Edmond right now. So, but Tahlequah this week they play Idle this week, and Idle is favored by 20. So, week off for the Tigers before they hit the district next week, and they will take on one of our old nemesis, the Claremore Zebras. But this time, it's at Gable Field next Friday night. So we'll
That's
see what
always a
happens.
good one, isn't it?
Yep. The three tough ones that the Tigers will have will all be here at home. They got Claremore at home, they've got Collinsville at home, and Dell City at home. So that will be very interesting. If they can win all of them on the road, which the last two will be guaranteed with Rogers and Hale, that's the last two games of the year. Um, they get they get another one at home. They get uh, Putnam North here, so they get a chance to be second or third. If they wind up second, they wind up getting a home field first round. So we'll see what transpires with that. But we won't know that till next week. So Brad Gilbert and the gang will work on some things this week and then gear up for the Zebras come next Friday night at home. The other teams around the area, well, Hulbert Riders, they're in the record book, they're 2-1, but on the field, they're 1-1. They got a forfeit from Caney Valley last week, and then their home opener was against the Porter Pirates. They beat them 32-14 at Ryder Field. That was the home opener, and they're home again Friday night as they take on the Westville Yellow Jackets. So Westville with this will be their final non-district game. Same way with Hulbert. Uh, their district only has 7 teams, so they've got a open date, uh, fall break or teachers meeting week. So they're home against Westville, then they open up the district and they will host the Hartshorn Miners next week as everybody starts district play starting next Friday night. Then the other ball game that will take place, well, it's the Battle of Cherokee County, Sequoia and Keene. That will be played at Jerry Hood Field. And Indians 2-0. They beat Prairie Grove, Arkansas 42-20 and then defeated Eufaula. They went down to the home of the Selmans and Julius Caesar Watts and beat the Ironheads 62-26. So Chad Hendricks and the crew out there, they've got the ball rolling. They will go down to Keys. Then the next week, they'll open the district against the Chandler Lions. Their district is Chandler, Dewey, Tulsa Central, Sperry, Tulsa Webster, Westville, and then close out the season against Metro Christian at home. So could be a chance where Indians could play one, maybe two at home come playoff time, come November. And a couple of guys that you and I know pretty well. They're the offensive coordinator and defensive coach. One, Chris Reisenhoover, he's the OC out there. And Tuffy Thornton.
Name for Tahlequah, isn't it?
Yep. Tuffy Thornton's one of the defensive coaches. Chad Hendricks, he's the head coach out there.
Yeah.
And we talk about Keys. They will, after they play the Indians, they will open up league play against the Kansas Comets. And currently the Cougars, I believe they are 0-2 on the season. Let me double check that. I forgot to put them down on my sheet here. So Keys Cougars. Get to the schedule. No, they are They are currently 1-1. They opened the season against, as soon as I can pull it up. They beat Gore 49-22, but then lost 34-20 to Stillwell at Stillwell. So currently 1-1 on the year, and try to they want to get 2-1, but that could be a little tough the way the Indians are playing right now.
Yeah. Kind of wondering how Sequoia's been doing. I haven't kept up with them. I haven't seen any much reporting about them. What's their overall record right now?
2-0.
You know, okay.
They they won both of them. Beat Prairie Grove and then beat Eufaula. So they're playing quite well right now. They might have got things back on the rails again. So I don't know. I may have to go out there next week just to see what they're doing out there. Which they've got the uh, new stands on the south side of
Good.
Thompson Field, and that's now back to being the home side. So they've moved everything over there. Visitors are on the north side. Uh, what's kind of funny is that when you go out to hear the band, well, different band director this year. Sam Morris retired.
Oh, okay.
I don't know who the new guy is, but Sam hung it up back in the spring.
Hmm.
So, well, college football wise, we get ready for little Friday night lights in Stillwater. Oklahoma State and Tulsa will be on the air Friday night. That's an ESPN game at 6 o'clock,
Looking
5 o'clock your time out in
looking forward to
Provo. It'll
that.
be interesting.
It will be. Mike Gundy's having a rough start to the year up there in Stillwater.
Well, it did not help that you had to go to Ogden Stadium and have to face a very, very loaded
Hmm.
uh, Oregon Duck team,
Good.
and then you're down 20-0 before you got your popcorn opened,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it
Some people were still in line at the concession stand and
yeah, mm-hmm,
they were already down that much.
yep, they were down that much, and things
Can't
just
recover
went
from
from
that.
bad to worse, and they had a new quarterback because uh, their starter in the opener broke his foot. He's out for at least another 4 weeks. Tulsa comes into the game 1-2 after losing to Navy Saturday night, and this was a classy move by Notre by Navy.
Hmm.
Uh, True, they were celebrating the victory there at Skelly Stadium, as I call it, H.A. Chapman Stadium now.
That's still
Uh,
Skelly.
yeah, Skelly Field, which is the original name.
Yeah.
Uh, when the sound of the Golden Hurricane uh, got ready to play the alma mater, uh, all the Navy players stood behind the TU players as they played the alma mater.
Hmm.
And then the TU players uh, returned the favor when the Navy band played the alma mater for Navy.
That was
Very
class.
similar to uh, what they do with Army Navy.
Yeah, that's class.
Mm-hmm.
I like
Very
that.
much so. But you can see that game 6 o'clock Friday night from TU at, no, excuse me, that's not at TU. That is at Boone Pickens. So it's
Yeah,
a
I know what
home game for SU.
I know what I'll be doing Friday night for sure.
Yeah.
I'll have that on in the background here at home.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And,
guess Oklahoma's starting SEC play.
yep.
Auburn and Jackson Arnold coming to town.
Yeah. And that will be following the Arkansas game from Memphis.
Hmm.
Arkansas on at 11 on ABC. This will be two straight weeks of 11 a.m. kicks for the Hogs.
Ah,
Have to go to Simmons Bank Liberty Bowl in Memphis, Tennessee, take on the Memphis Tigers. And then next week, the Golden Domers come to Fayetteville for the first time as Notre Dame plays against the Razorbacks. Hopefully, Sam Pittman and the gang will be 3-1 going into that ball game, losing a heartbreaker down at Vaught Hemingway, 41-35 to Ole Miss. But that was a typical Arkansas Ole Miss game. It was a track meet,
yeah.
and fumbled the ball late, and that proved to be the difference as Arkansas falls to 2-1, and more importantly, 0-1 in the league.
You going to be able to be over there next week to see Notre
Don't
Dame?
know, don't know yet. I won't know that till Monday or maybe Tuesday. Now, here's let me throw this one out there. If I don't go to Fayetteville, there's a possibility I might get to go to Tulsa. Uh, they've come out with the times. It's either going to be 3 or 6 for the TU Tulane game on either ESPN or ESPN2. They just announced that this week.
Be a good one.
Yeah. But normally there's enough guys in Tulsa, uh, Dwayne DePron and Don King. Uh, they usually get those games if it's, a TU game.
Hmm.
But hopefully it's a truck. But the big thing is it's a truck game, not only at TU, but it's a truck game at Arkansas. So I might get one of the two. Don't know yet, but we'll find out. That's 11 o'clock next week, but this week, 11 o'clock from Memphis. Then following that game, Auburn and OU. And we'll say it right now, War Eagle.
Uh, well, let me tell you before we go there, talk about Oklahoma Temple. Uh,
Oh,
the
that
storyline.
was that was uh, that was a route that we knew was going to happen,
Yeah. What the
and
storylines there? Temple's coach said the goal was to get 4 yards or more on first down. Uh,
mhm,
they barely got 4 yards the entire game.
I know that was
They,
that. You talk about being overmatched.
oh my gosh, Oklahoma's defense looked like an SEC defense line
Hmm. Yeah,
finally. After how many years now? Four, three,
yeah,
four,
yeah.
uh, three. Well, second year in the SEC, but
But 2 years to gear up for it.
uh, I was just looking at some of the stats, and I don't know if you saw this stat or not, Jim. 27 rushing attempts for 26 yards
I can
total.
believe that one.
And most of that came on one run that was a defensive bust where they
Hmm.
got a 20-yard rush gain.
Yeah,
The rest of the time, they had a total of
yeah.
6 yards.
They were dominated from the time the ball was kicked until it hit double zeros at the end of the ball game.
Yeah, total. I was just looking at some of these stats. Total net yards, uh, Temple, 104 yards, 55 plays, 1.9 yards per average. Oklahoma had 6.5. Oklahoma had 515 total yards. Brought in Michael Hawkins, second string quarterback. Uh, Oklahoma had a couple of things happen though. That's going to be key next week against Auburn. Uh,
Mhm.
Offensive lineman, the freshman Michael Fauci. Uh, don't know if he's going to play or not.
Yeah,
He was in the sideline. He said he had a sprained ankle, but he was in the sideline with a boot Saturday.
that's not good right there.
That's not good. Big hurt for him. R. Mason Thomas, the one they call the lawyer, uh, got a targeting penalty in the second half.
Sits out the first half.
He
Yep,
will be out the first half. That's going to make a very big difference on that defensive line that first half.
yep. Sure
Jackson
will,
Arnold
and especially
will be
with
happy about that.
talking about Jackson Arnold coming back to Norman,
Hmm.
wearing the navy blue and orange of Auburn.
Hmm.
Um,
He's going to want to make a statement because
and he very well could.
maybe, especially if no Thomas in the lineup that first
Hmm.
half. We'll see what happens. One more storyline just before we talk about more Auburn. I'm sure you saw this. Oklahoma band did not travel to Temple.
Right. They did not travel because of their commitment to going to the SEC games, and
Right.
the St. Joe band, uh, which is Temple's hated rival,
Yes.
especially in basketball.
Yes.
Uh,
Huh.
they they
They
made their
showed up for the
appearance.
pride. Yeah, they
Yep,
did.
and sub for the Pride.
They did. There was a lot of Temple fans I heard that weren't too happy about that.
No, and they will they'll let them know about it when basketball season gets here.
There was some Sooner fans that weren't really happy about it either because they wanted Joe C. and the OU athletic department to pony up the money to send at least
Well,
a
that's there's a reason why you don't travel, is that you're going to send them to Tennessee, you're
yeah,
going to Alabama, you're going to LSU,
and they're going
and you
to South
want to
Carolina
take,
too.
huh,
They're
and
going to
South
South
Carolina. So three of those four, you want to take your full complement,
Yeah,
especially those last two
yeah,
at Bryant Denny and Death Valley.
yeah, exactly.
Because,
So
uh,
we'll see. That was an interesting storyline that
yeah,
some of the national media even got in on.
oh, yeah. But I think that's the right call.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a member of the alumni as
Hmm.
far
Of
as the pride's concerned. You know where they're talking about it,
course.
and to fly them from Oklahoma City to Philly
Hmm.
costs money, and they're going to have to fly to Columbia. They're going to have to fly to Knoxville.
Yep,
Uh, fly to. They'll probably fly to Tuscaloosa.
they will. They'll fly everywhere.
Now LSU, I think they'll bus.
You think LSU will bus up to Norman?
No, you're going. Uh,
We flew down there last year.
okay, you play. Okay, that's
LSU
that,
played Norman.
that's right. Okay,
Yeah,
you got LSU at home this year.
but yeah, thank goodness. But we don't like that. Don't like those Louisiana Saturday nights. I can tell you that.
Oh, no, no,
Uh,
no. Well, yeah, and it's Arkansas's got to go down there because they
uh,
played
yeah,
it Fayetteville this year.
I I can tell you. Yeah, that's there was enough OU band alumni that I know of personally at that game that the alumni band could have played
Yeah. Yeah.
as a pet band. And they would have been willing to. Maybe that's something the athletic department needs to look at next time they get
Yeah.
in a situation like that, is calling the alumni band out. Because
True.
whenever I
That's
graduated, I went as an alumni in an alumni pet band to Kansas State
hmm
once.
hmm
Uh,
yeah.
and I don't know why they couldn't bring
That was
me.
before the remodel at
Yes, that was
Bill
back
Snyder.
about 1990 or sometime around that
Yeah,
area.
you would love to have been in the alumni band now if we were still in the Big 12 and went make the drive up I-35 to Lawrence
Hmm.
to the new David Booth Memorial Stadium
Yeah,
at
I played
KU.
in that old stadium before,
Now,
not this new
now
one.
take a look at what they've done. Go to Drone Lawrence.
Hmm.
Uh, guy has a drone, and he's had it for the whole construction. And now this thing is amazing up there at Kansas.
Speaking of Kansas State for a minute, though, let's go back for a minute. Kansas State and Arizona played, but
Hmm.
it wasn't a Big 12 game.
Hmm.
There was something about that was scheduled before Arizona came into the Big 12 and they played that
Probably so.
non-conference game.
Hmm.
I thought
Well,
that
you
was
can only have so many league games,
yeah. So,
so it probably was designated as a non-conference, and then because contractually.
mhm,
So with that being said, uh, they probably got the guarantee on that game.
I'm sure they did. Uh,
Hmm.
Kind of interesting. Conference realignment makes things interesting.
Sure does. That
Wow.
it does. Just like BYU.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Same thing.
Well, Northeastern made a trek down to Florence, Alabama, and got handed a 49-21 loss at the hands of North Alabama, as that was a gate game, as I call it. I don't know how much they got for going down to Florence to play them. Uh, it was they jumped on them early and often in the first half, but NSU will be back home this Saturday. They take on Westgate Christian. It's a 1 o'clock ball game up at Doc Wadley. Then they get the week off and then play West Florida. And so there's a lot of teams, different teams coming in because this is the final year of us being independent. So haven't heard yet what they're going to do. Are they moving conferences? Are they going to stay in it, go back to the MIAA next year? I'm not real sure yet. So I haven't heard anything as far as what we're going to do conference wise. But
It's going to be
the
interesting.
only other thing I've got, well,
Yeah, it's going to be interesting
I'm
to see what
be,
Northeastern does there.
going on the golf circuit, uh, going over to Rogers on Thursday and working the uh, Walmart Northwest Arkansas Championship presented by P&G. Uh, there'll be a number of ladies from the LPGA Tour over there. Several big names are going to play. They've committed. Nelly Cordes won. Uh, Charlie Hull, who just won the Kroger tournament this past week, she's going to be there. Uh, Rogers native Brooke Matthews, who played at Arkansas, she's going to be there. Uh, the other three that are U of A alums Gabby Lopez, Maria Fossey, and Solheim Cup captain Stacy Lewis.
Mhm.
They'll all be there. Uh, I'm working in the media room for the first time since COVID. That's how long ago it's been since uh, I've gotten to work in the media room for 3 days. So I'm going to do that, take my camera, and see what they need me to do uh, during the tournament. And it'll be on the Golf Channel all 3 days. Grant Boone will be leading the broadcast along with former LPGA player Morgan Pressel and Tom Abbott. Those will be the three that will call the action. I don't know who the foot soldiers are going to be as far as on the course walking with a couple of the main groups. That'll be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from Pinnacle Country Club there in Rogers. And another golf note, just got this before we got on the air. Uh, watch for this girl's name. She's a freshman at Tahlequah High School, two-time participant in the National Drive, Chip, and Putt
Mm.
at Augusta. Kylie Fisher went up to playing the Oklahoma Junior Golf Tour's tournament up at Paige Belcher up in Tulsa this past weekend. Shot 76 and 72 at Stone Creek and claims the title by 6 shots. And Nick Baker has been chomping at the bit, waiting for her to become a freshman and play for the Lady Tigers. And she could be someone that could walk away with a 5A individual medalist title.
Oh,
Look for that
wow.
come the first part of May. So we'll see what happens. Well, I think we have pretty much covered everything.
I think so. Um, I believe we have. We've covered all four of them, plus a few more. So I think we're
Yep.
good to go.
Well, we'll, like I say, Tigers off this week. If you're a Tiger fan, head down to Keys and watch the Cougars and the Indians.
That's
They,
always,
it's
that's always
always a
fun.
big gate. How about being bigger with some Tiger fans down there Friday night?
Yeah, that's always a fun one. That's one of the most fun games of the year at Cherokee
Yep,
County. So,
that it is. Well, that'll do it for this week's edition of the Cover 4 podcast. Next week, we'll talk about week one in the SEC for the Sooners and lead up to that ball game next Saturday in Fayetteville between Arkansas and Notre Dame, which was supposed to have been the return trip, but got canceled in 2020 due to COVID. So, first time ever that Arkansas and Notre Dame face each other on the football field, and it'll be next Saturday afternoon, really next Saturday morning at 11 o'clock at Razorback Stadium in Fayetteville. Well, from my partner, Randy Gibson, I'm Jim Trickett, and we'll see you next week on the Cover 4 podcast.